morning and welcome to Saturday Sunya Talk on Pali Tipitaka as it is translation of Sanyutta Nikaaya. Last time we discussed till Ascent 12.23. Today we begin from the Ascent 12.24 of the same Vagga, that is Dasvalla Vagga. Today we have Dr. Rajesh Savera with us. Welcome, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi.
We also have Dr. Lim joining with us online. Welcome, Doctor.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning, Doctor.
Before starting our session, we quickly practice 9 to 0 Sunya meditation together. So we start from Ascent 12.24, that is Anyatithye Sutta, followers of other religions. Staying at Rajgah in Veluvan. Then in the morning, Ayasma Sariputta dressed, took his ball and robe, and entered Rajgah for alms. It occurred to him, it is too early to wander for alms in Rajgah. Why don't I go to the park of the wanderers of other sects? So Ayasma Sariputta went to the park of the wanderers of other sects. He exchanged greeting with them, engaged in polite conversation, and sat down to one's place. The wanderers of other sects said to him, Ahusa Sariputta, some shaman and Brahman teach the Kammavada, that is doctrine of karma, saying that dukkha is created by oneself. Other teach that dukkha is created by another. Some teaches that dukkha is created by both oneself and another. Still, other teaches that dukkha is arise without cause, without condition. Now, Ahusa Sariputta, what does the Saman Gautam says about this? How should we answer so that we speak in accordance with the Saman Gautam teachings? Do not misrepresent him and explain the Dhamma correctly without inviting criticism for those who understand the Dhamma. Ayasma Sariputra replied, Friend, the Bhagava has said that dukkha is dependently arising. Dependent on what? Dependent on contact. Speaking thus, one would be speaking in accordance with the Bhagava's teaching, not misrepresenting him, explaining the Dhamma correctly, and not inviting criticism for those who understand the Dhamma. In this case, Ahusa, those Saman and Brahman who teach that dukkha is created by oneself, that too is dependent on contact. Those who teach the suffering is created by another, that too is dependent on contact. Those who teaches that dukkha is created by both oneself and another, that too is dependent on contact. And those who teaches that dukkha arises without cause, without condition, that too is dependent on contact. In this case, Ahusa, those Saman and Brahman who teaches that dukkha is created by oneself, it is impossible for them to experience dukkha apart from contact. The same applies to those who teaches that dukkha is created by another, by both oneself and another, or that it arises without cause. It is impossible for them to experience dukkha apart from contact. Ayasma Anand heard this conversation between Ayasma Sariputta and the wanderers of other sects. After wandering from alms in Rajgah and returning from the meal, he approached to the Bhagava. Having approached, paid homage and sat down to one place, and reported the entire conversation to the Bhagava. The Bhagava said, Sadhu Sadhu Anand. Sariputta has answered correctly. I have said that dukkha is dependently arising. Dependent on what? Dependent on contact. Speaking thus, one would be speaking in accordance with my teaching, not misrepresenting me, explaining the Dhamma correctly, and not inviting criticism from those who understand the Dhamma. In this case, Anand, those Saman and Brahman who teach the dukkha is created by oneself, that too is dependent on contact. The same apply to those who teach that dukkha is created by another, by both oneself and another, or that is arising without cause. All of this dependent on contact. In this case, Anand, those Saman and Brahman who teach that dukkha is created by oneself, it is impossible for them to experience dukkha apart from contact. The same applies to others' view. It is impossible for them to experience dukkha apart from contact. Once, Anand, I was staying right here in Rajgah, in the Veluvan. In the morning, I dressed and took my ball and robe and entered Rajgah for alms. It occurs to me, it is too early to wander for alms in Rajgah. Why don't I go to the park of the wanderers of other sects? So I went to their park, exchanged greeting with them, exchanged in polite conversation, and sat down to one place. They asked me the same question that they asked Sariputta, and I answered them in same way. Avasa Gautam, some Saman and Brahman teach the doctrine of kamma, saying that dukkha is created by oneself. Other teaches that dukkha is created by another. Some teaches that dukkha is created by both oneself and another. Still other teaches that dukkha arises without cause, without condition. Now friend Gautam, what do you say about this? How should we answer so that we speak in accordance with your teaching, do not misrepresent you, explain the Dhamma correctly, and do not invite criticism from those who understand the Dhamma? Thus have I spoken, Anand. I said this to the wanderers of other sects. Avsa, I have declared that dukkha arises dependently. Dependent on what? Dependent on contact. Saying this, I would be stating what has been said. I would not be misrepresent with falsehood. I would be explaining the teaching in accordance with the Dhamma, and no fellow practitioner who follow the Dhamma would rightly find ground to criticize me. Also, among those Saman and Brahman who advocate the Kammavada, those who declare that dukkha is self-made, this is too arises dependent on contact. Likewise, those who declare that dukkha is neither self-made nor made by another, but arises spontaneously, this is too arises dependent on contact. Avusa, if those Saman and Brahman who advocate the Kammavada were to declare that dukkha is self-made, then surely they would experience in apart from contact. But that is not possible. Likewise, if those Saman and Brahman who advocate the Kammavada were to declare that dukkha is not self-made, not made by another, not arises spontaneously, then surely they would experience it apart from contact. But that is not possible. Wonderful Bhante, imagine Bhante, that indeed the entire meaning can be conveyed with a single word. Bhante, would this meaning, when explained in detail, be profound and appear profound? Therefore, Anand, you should figure it out yourself. If Bhante, they were to ask me, Avsa Anand, what is the cause of aging and death? What is its origin? What is its source? What is its arising? Being asked thus, Bhante, I would answer thus: aging and death, friend, have birth as their cause, birth as their origin, birth as their source, birth as their arising. Being asked thus, Bhante, I would answer thus. If Bhante, I were asked, friend Anand, what is the cause of birth? What is its origin? What gives rise to it? What its source? I would answer, birth, friend, has becoming as its cause, becoming as its origin, becoming as its source, and becoming as its condition. This is how I would answer Bhante. If Bhante, I were asked, friend Anand, what is the cause of becoming? What is its origin? What gives rise to it? What is its source? I would answer, becoming friend has clinging as its cause, clinging as its origin, clinging as its source, and clinging as its condition. This is how I would answer Bhante. If Bhante, I were asked, Avusa Anand, what is the cause of clinging? What is its origin? What gives rise to it? What is its source? I would answer, clinging friend has craving as its cause, craving as its origin, craving as its source, and craving as its condition. If I were asked, friend Anand, what is the cause of craving? What is its origin? What gives rise to it? And what its source? I would answer, craving friend has feeling as its cause, feeling as its origin, feeling as its source, and feeling as its condition. If I were asked, Avusa Anand, what is the cause of feeling? What is its origin? What gives rise to it? What is its source? I would answer, feeling friend has contacts as its cause, contacts as its origin, contacts as its source, and contacts as its condition. If I were asked, friend Anand, what is the cause of contact? What is its origin? What gives rise to it? And what is its source? I would answer, contact friend has the sixth sense base as its cause, the sixth sense base at its origin, the sixth sense base at its source, and the sixth bases as its condition. With the complete fading away and cessation of the sixth sense base, contact cesses. With the cessation of contact, feeling cesses. With the cessation of feeling, craving cesses. With the cessation of craving, clinging cesses. With the cessation of clinging, becoming cesses. With the cessation of becoming, birth cesses. With the cessation of birth, aging and death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair cesses. Thus is the cessation of the whole mass of dukkha. This is how I would answer Bhante. This is the fourth sutta.
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah. A very long sutra. No? Long sutra. Actually, talking about the cause of dukkha. What are causing good dukkha? So actually, it said that it's due to the contact, okay, interaction. Okay, interaction. You see, when everything boils down to avidya, ignorance. Okay, due to this ignorance, we will try to interact with this world. Okay, this interaction we call it contact. When you interact in this world, then you have this pressure and pains. Something you like, something you doesn't like. When you have the pressure, you grab it, clinking. When you have pains, you try to push it, the thing. Then there is a lot of action, in the process, and this action, what you call, were recorded into your area consciousness. Then it becomes becoming. Becoming with the karma that lead you to the next stage because becoming. Okay, this thing. So it's a long process of explanation here. You may not need to remember all these things. Okay, remember the cause of suffering is due to ignorance. Due to ignorance. This ignorance will cause you to interact, to contact with the manifestation, and through this contact, then you develop like and dislike. Okay, then all the karma started this thing. So in order to get rid of this suffering, first thing first, you should not give to birth in the next life. Okay, so that if you still born again, then of course you have the old age, you have all the disease, you have all your life, you have all the suffering. So how to stop being birth in the next life? Okay, he said you should cut off your attachment, to all the pachaskana, to all the things. So here he make a lot of reasoning. Okay, you cessation of feeling and craving, the cessation of craving, this thing shift off. You need not to memorize all these things. Okay, you detach, once you detach your attachment, to Namarupa, everything ceases. Everything ceases. That's how we understand it, okay? So after that, one day we say bye-bye to this world, okay, we may not come back. No need to come back to this world, yeah. This is
And
the
Doctor,
whole, yeah.
so if you see when Sariputra is going to this place where the others are there, and everybody other had a belief and something like they always blame themselves for the suffering. That is why they do the self-torture, or they blame outside for something as the reason. That is why they do the rituals, because they want to change the cause outside. And Buddha says it's not you that is the reason for dukkha. It's not somebody else outside that is the reason for dukkha. And you cannot say there is no source or no cause for the dukkha to arise. Otherwise, it would just arise like that without any contact. That means that it is the conditions that give rise to dukkha, and that also gives us a hope also, Doctor, that if we change our conditions, like with the practice of shunya, we learn stillness, we can alter the course of our journey of destiny also.
Actually, in the previous sutra, you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, the Brahmana go and ask Buddha, what is the cause of the dukkha? Is this caused by me, my body person? No. Is this caused by other? Is no. Is this caused by the environment? No, it's not. No. There are so many no. They say, they caused by who? It's not by me, not by other, than by who? The Buddha says it's caused by your ignorance. Okay. Even today in India, some people torture the body, because they feel that the body is the cause of the suffering. They torture the body in order to get rid of the karma. No, you cannot get rid of the karma by torturing of your body. How can you get rid of the karma by torturing your body? No. Okay, this is the thing. You can only get rid of it by cleansing your mind. When your mind is cleansed, when the karma cannot be materialized. Karma cannot be materialized, okay? So that's why today in India, there are many wrong practices, They torture the body. Okay, they blame the body for the suffering. So do not blame your body for suffering and do not blame others. That's why they also go for the ritual. Okay, in order to get rid of the suffering. No, ritual also cannot get rid of your suffering. These are the things. So this is the main point in this sutra. Causation. It's all depend on the condition.
Okay, I think big up, Doctor. Now the big sutras are coming. So let's take the other one.
This is very long sutra. I think,
one more.
Many times, You have to read it many times. And one more thing is that in Pali there's no Z,
No Z, huh?
Okay, so Z is a silence. So this sama na. Okay, and present na. Your tongue to be flat. Flat na. They are actually na have a few pronunciation. First you roll your tongue, na. Okay? One is the end with the dot below, na. Okay, this is a soft na. Okay, your tongue is flat, okay? One is nya. And why? One is nga. Okay, there's so many, 4 or 5 times this thing. So that this sama, don't produce a samanza. This Pali don't have so it's a samana. Okay, but sometimes in Pali they don't voice the last vowel. Samana they produce a saman. Okay, it's a brahmana they produce a brahman. So just now I think you pronounce right. Pronounce just a saman and brahman. That that is also the way.
Okay.
You proceed,
Ravi, proceed.
The next sutta is 12.25. Bhumija Sutta with Bhumija. Staying at Savatthi. Then in the evening, Ayasma Bhumija, having emerged from seclusion, approached Ayasma Sariputta. Having approached, exchanged friendly greeting with Ayasma Sariputta. After engaging in pleasant and meaningful conversation, sat down to one place. Seated at one place, Ayasma Bhumija addressed Ayasma Sariputta. Avusa Sariputta, there are some Saman and Brahman who are proponents of karma and declare that the pleasure and pain are self-made. Then there are others who declare that pleasure and pain are made by another. Some declare that pleasure and pain are both self-made and made by another. Others declare that pleasure and pain arises randomly without cause. Regarding this, Avusa Sariputta, what has the Bhagavad declared? How should we answer it in such a way that we are stating what has been said by the Bhagavad, not misrepresenting him with falsehood, explaining the teaching in accordance with the Dhamma, and ensuring that no fellow practitioner following the Dhamma could rightly criticize us? Avusa, the Bhagavad has declared that pleasure and pain arises due to dependent origination. What are they dependent on? They arise dependent on contact. Saying this, one would be stating what has been said by the Bhagavad, not misrepresenting him with falsehood, explaining the teaching in accordance with the Dhamma, and ensuring that no fellow practitioner following the Dhamma could rightly criticize us. Avusa, those Saman and Brahmans who declare that pleasure and pain are self-made, this too is dependent on contact. Those who declare that pleasure and pain arises randomly, without cause, this too dependent on contact. Avusa, those Saman and Brahman who declare that pleasure and pain are self-made, if they were to experience feeling apart from contact, that would be impossible. Similarly, those who declare that pleasure and pain arises randomly, if they were experience feeling apart from contact, that would also be impossible. Ayasma Anand heard this conversation between Ayasma Sariputta and Ayasma Bhumija. Then he approached to Bhagava, paid homage to him, and sat down at one place. Seated at one place, he reported the entire conversation to the Bhagava. Well said, Anand. Sariputta has answered correctly. I have declared that pleasure and pain arise due to dependent origination. What are they dependent on? They are dependent on contact. Saying this, one would be stating what has been said by me, not misrepresenting me with falsehood, explaining the teaching in accordance with the Dhamma, and ensuring that no fellow practitioner following the Dhamma could rightly criticize us. Anand, those Saman and Brahman who declare that pleasure and pain are self-made, this too is dependent on contact. Those who declare that pleasure and pain arises randomly, without cause, this too dependent on contact. Anand, those Saman and Brahman who declare that pleasure and pain are self-made, if they were experience feeling apart from contact, that would be impossible. Similarly, those who declare that pleasure and pain arises randomly, if they were to experience feeling apart from contact, that would also be impossible. Anand, when there is the bodily intention arises, and because of that, internal pleasure and pain arises. When there is a speech, verbal intention arises, and because of that, internal pleasure and pain arises. When there is a mind, mental intention arises, and because of that, internal pleasure and pain arises, all conditioned by ignorance. Anand, one may generate bodily formation on their own, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arises. Other may generate bodily formation from them, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arises. Anand, one may generate bodily formation with clear awareness, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arises. One may also generate bodily formations without clear awareness, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arises. Anand, one may generate verbal formation on their own, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arises. Others may generate verbal formation for them, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arises. Anand, one may generate verbal formations with clear awareness, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arise. One may also generate verbal formation without clear awareness, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arise. Anand, one may generate mental formation on their own, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arise. Other may generate mental formation for them, as a result, internal pleasure and pain arise. Anand, one may generate mental formation with clear awareness, and as a result, internal pleasure and pain arises. Anand, in this regard, today's Dhamma, avidya is present. However, Anand, with the complete fading away and cessation of avidya, that body no longer exists, due to which internal pleasure and pain arise. That speech no longer exists, due to which internal pleasure and pain arise. That mind no longer exists, due to which internal pleasure and pain arise. That field no longer exists, and that base no longer exists. That sense domain no longer exists. That foundation no longer exists, due to which internal pleasure and pain arises. This is the fifth sutta.
Yeah. This is also a long one, but a previous one it talked that all the suffering dukkha due to contact. Now here is a due to
Avijja.
the contact is due to ignorance.
Yeah.
And this one they mention a lot of pressure and pain, pressure and pains. I think as per this, when you study the MAS, Mahaanapanasmriti, this sutra, you see that everything caused by pressure and pains. Everything caused by pressure and pain. When it's pressure, you try to grab it, Okay? When it's pains, you try to avoid it, So these are things, then they created a lot of action, A lot of action. This is a thing, and this action will become your karma. Okay? And this will lead to the future birth. The sutra are self-explanatory. We need not go to explain a lot, okay? But you need to grasp the center. Again, it's due to the ignorance, okay? It's due to the ignorance that we interact with this manifested world. When we manifested the world, what is pressure? We grab it, What is pain? We push it. This grab and push created a lot of karma. Okay, and this karma will result in the future birth. Let's say that's why when you practice this thing, whether it's pressure, whether it's pains, you bear it, You bear it, Okay, do not interact with it or detach from it, Okay, then that's the way you cut the cost for the future birth. Yeah.
Doctor, so in the last verse, I see a very good, basis of our practice of shunya. When they're saying that the foundation no longer exists due to which internal pleasure and pain arise. Now, when we practice on the Satipatthana, we practice on the 4 foundations, we are actually practicing to understand pleasure and pain. And we are seeing it, because of which the sense domain no longer exists, because of which the base no longer exists, because of which the field will no longer exist. And if you go on all the way around, it will make sure that the mind will not exist, the speech, the body, and at the end, even ignorance does not exist after that.
You see, when you practice sunya, okay, then when you practice the Satipatthana, you just observe the feeling, the pain, you just observe without interaction, Then after that, it will cease, Because there's no base.
Correct.
No base. Then it will disappear.
True.
No base, So that is the meaning of sunya.
So actually, Doctor, shunya takes you into that factor where the ignorance is causing all the suffering. It takes away your ignorance, and because it goes to the root of taking away ignorance, you're free from the suffering that ignorance brings.
Yeah, when the ignorant have no base,
Exactly. Technically.
It cannot exist, You just a tree, It needs soil to take root, But the soil is not there, the tree cannot survive.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're ignorant. That's why reverse counting is very important.
Yes.
Okay, the breath holding is very important. Okay, then observation of your what they call 4 foundation. Your body, okay, your feeling, your thinking, and your mind. It's very important. Okay? And our practice is you just observe without interaction.
Yes.
When you observe interaction, eventually you will cease. That means you don't give any base for it, You don't water it, you don't add anything, you just observe it as it is, therefore it will cease. Okay? It will cease, then your what they call, your worry will disappear, your fear will disappear. Okay, then your illusion will disappear.
True.
Then you achieve nirvana. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's clear. Let's take another verse.
Yeah.
Essence 12.26 Upavan
Upavana.
Sutta. Staying at Savatthi, then Ayasma Upavana approached to the Bhagava, having approached, paid homage to Bhagavanta, sat down at one place, seated at one place, Ayasma Upavana said to the Bhagavata, Bante, there are some Saman and Brahman who teach that Dukkha is self-made. There are some Saman and Brahman who teach that Dukkha is made by another. There are some Saman and Brahman who teach that Dukkha is both self-made and made by another. There are some Saman and Brahman who teach that Dukkha is arises without cause, without condition. Bante, what does this Bhagavad say about that? What does he declare? How should we answer so that we may speak in accordance with the Bhagavad's teaching, not misrepresenting the Bhagavanta with falsehood, explaining the Dhamma in accordance with the Dhamma, and not give any reasonable ground for criticism? Upavana, I have said that Dukkha is dependently arisen. Dependent on what? Dependent on contact. Speaking thus, you would be speaking in accordance with my teaching, not misrepresenting me with falsehood, explaining the Dhamma in accordance with the Dhamma, and not give any reasonable ground for criticism. Upavan, as to those Saman and Brahman who teach that Dukkha is self-made, that too is dependent on contact. Those who teach that Dukkha is made by another, that Dukkha is both self-made and made by another, that Dukkha arises without cause, without condition, that too is dependent on contact. Upamana, as to those Saman and Brahman who teach that Dukkha is self-made, it is impossible for them to experience Dukkha apart from contact. Those who teaches that Dukkha is made by another, that Dukkha is both self-made and made by another, that Dukkha arises without cause, without condition, it is impossible for them to experience Dukkha apart from contact. This one is the sixth.
Hey, voice. 1 minute, doctor. We cannot hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now we can hear.
Yeah. Because now like this, they mean the dukkha is not made by you or by others, no, it's because of the contact. And this contact is the result of ignorance.
Yeah.
It's a result of ignorance. Now, when you read the sutra, it's always very repetitive. No? But every sutra, even though it's repetitive, there is some new point in it. This time is the Buddha himself. He himself reinstated, because before that is the Sariputta, I'm talking about that. So this one is Buddha, he himself reinstated that yes, it's due to contact, it's due to the ignorant. Okay, a few things you must be appreciated. First, those people that come to ask Buddha, they are not his follower. They say that it's outsider, they are the ascetic outsider. Yet you see the respect they shown, Okay, they say, oh sir, you please give me the right teaching so that we shall not misinterpret the truth. We shall not misinterpret this other thing. That means in the ancient India, people respecting the truth. Okay, they don't go for their own ego. They say, if you can speak the truth, even though they are not your disciple, they are not from the same school, they listen to you. They listen. So in case this kind of thing, there's so many of them, they are ascetic, they are from other school, yet they come to Buddha, they exchange the pleasantry, okay, they ask very politely, So when Buddha teach them things, sometimes they say, oh, excellent, Okay, so you are bending something bend and you make it straight, the what do you call? There's some light, you lighted a light, in a dark space to lighten the whole thing, so we can understand this thing due to your teaching. Okay, so even today, so when you're teaching the Dhamma to people, don't ask them whether they are Buddhists or not. It's not to our concern. Okay, they can be of any belief. That's why from this agamas, from all sort of beliefs they come to Buddha, and Buddha treated them equally without any differentiation. Okay. And today we should do the same. Okay, those come to Sunya, we never ask what is their belief. Okay, we treat them all the same. Yeah.
Doctor, like we say, the ignorance has no caste or no religion, and knowledge also has no caste, no religion. Neither does the body have any caste or religion. Neither does the mind, or neither does the speech. So this is all just something that has been programmed within us to believe that we are one spect, and then we go and fight. When somebody instigates us, we go and fight against somebody else, and that's exactly where the whole communal disharmony starts.
No, the caste system is created actually mainly by the British now to break India into pieces so that easy for them to control, divide and rule. You look at the agamas. Where is the conflict?
No.
There's not a single agama talk about they ask about caste to Buddha.
True.
Okay, now Chinese practice the caste system in India. Very few people know that. No? Okay, but you look at the Chinese system, they don't have our caste system. No? We got our caste. No, the lowest is the trader, but trader also trader because they are rich now. They are not our caste. Trader, they are very rich men. This thing. So they send their son and daughter to go and study. Then the son also can become the Mandarin, become the Brahmin. This thing. You look at this thing. Okay, those are scholars. They are called them Brahmin. So Brahmin is not a caste like today. No. Today this caste system actually you study today caste system actually is institutionalized by the British. Because they take in the Brahmin to as a low ranking officer. Then they worried that the Brahmin will revolt against them. Then they mobilize the Dalit, this thing as outcast, no, to go against this Brahmin. Okay, this the thing. Then they created. Then they mobilize the Hindu to go against the Islam, the Muslim. Then they created so many horror story of the Islam. Go and burn down 3 months Nalanda. Go and all this thing. All this stupid thing happening in India. So you have to be very careful. So that now agama is important. You look into a true India, no? Agama. You want to know India? Look into this is what is India. Look at them, you know. Look at them. They are very peaceful, you know. No, even though they are not, you see, they are not a discoverer of Buddha. They are aesthetic, okay? Yet they come here with politeness. They ask the question. They exchange it's not like today. Today a lot of confrontation. Different religions confront each other. Even the same religion, you know, different practices, they confront each other. Here, no, they argue, but not argue and not confrontation different. You know. Confrontation, they mean they wanted to hostile to each other. You don't see any hostility here.
No. True.
Even when the Matanga, you know, bring the 42 chapter to tell the Taoists, they oppose him very much. No? So they have a big this debate in front of the king. Then they challenge the Matanga to burn the text. No? Unfortunately, the Taoist text all burned. You know? All burned except the Tao Te Ching. You know? Okay, Matanga bring all the text. It's not burning. So at the end, all of them bound to Matanga, you know, bound to him, and many of them on the spot asked Matanga to shave their hair and to ordain them. People respect truth, no?
Yeah.
Okay, people respect it. And you remember on the other this sutra, one Brahmana after learned the truth on the way back, you know, he realized everything, you know, and he passed away.
Yes.
He passed away. He becomes Sukata, you know. Then he satisfied, you know, passed away.
True.
This is the way they respect the truth. Even you see the Buddha, the last sermon, before Pali Tipitaka, one senior man keep on wanted to ask the last sermon, you know. When the men this thing they told the Buddha, you know, say thank you very much, no, for you to clear all my doubt. Now I understand everything. Okay, I am your disciple. Okay, to pay respect to you, you know. I will live before you. Then they pass on the spot, you know. Because they have become Sukata, free to come and free to go. Definitely they are arahant. So when you become Arhan, you become Sugata. Anytime you can leave this world. Anytime. These are the things. So of course there are many things that's beyond our understanding. Okay. So but since record is there, we just read and understand.
Yeah. So let's take one more last sutta, Doctor. We have time.
One
Yeah.
more. You still have 50 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Lesson 12.27, that is Pachaya Sutta. Conditions. Staying at Savatthi, Vikhuj, with avidya as a condition, sankhara arises. With sankhara as a condition, vijnana arises. Thus arises this whole mass of dukkha. And what Vikhu is aging and death? The aging of a wing is a various order of wing. Their old age, broken teeth, grey hair, wrinkled skin, and decline of life, the weakening of the faculties, this is called aging. The passing away of a wing from the various order of a wings, and their precising, breaking up, disappearance, dying, completion of the time, the breakup of the aggregates, the lying down of the body, this is called death. Thus, the aging and the death together are called aging and death. With the arising of birth comes the arising of aging and death. With the cessation of birth comes cessation of aging and death. This noble eightfold path is the path leading to the cessation of aging and death. That is Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kamanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, and Samma Samadhi. And what Vikhu is birth, existence, clinging, craving, feeling, contact, the six sense bases, name and form, consciousness. And what Vikhu are mental action? There are three kinds of mental action: bodily mental action, verbal mental action, and mental action. These are called mental actions. With the arising of avidya comes to arising of mental action. With the cessation of avidya comes to the cessation of mental action, that is sankhara. The noble eightfold path is the path leading to the cessation of mental action, that is Samma Ditti and Samma Samadhi. When Vikhu, an Arya Savak, understand condition in this way, understand the arising of conditions in this way, understand the cessation of condition in this way, and understands the path leading to the cessation of conditions in this way. And this Arya Savak, Vikhu, is called a accomplished in view, accomplished in vision, and one who has come to this true Dhamma, one who sees this true Dhamma, and one endowed with the knowledge of a trainee, one endowed with the wisdom of a trainee, and one who entered the stream of the Dhamma, a noble one with a penetrative wisdom, one who stands touching the door to the Nibbana. This is the seventh.
Yeah.
So this one is say that you see when you read this Lao Tzu say I am suffering because I have a body. If without body, then how to suffer? Okay, so Buddha say you suffer because you take birth. Okay, when you take birth, then there will be old age, there will be disease, there will be a lot of heartbreaking. Okay, you are breaking up with your family. You have a lot of this thing because you have birth. So if you do not take birth again, how to suffer? Okay, now the question is. If you do not take birth, where are you? Where are you? Okay, two stages. One, you become Sugata. Okay, you become Sugata. When you become Sugata, you cannot maintain in an empty state for long. You need to manifest yourself. Okay, so that's why there are many these Arahant, they come back again. Okay, because they need to manifest themselves. Like you see, like Sariputra, they have been Arhan long time ago. They come here again. Okay, there's one way you come back again. But you come back again with different. You give birth without knowledge, because they know exactly what will be the next life. They know it at once. There's one way. Another way is that you stay in a clean land, okay, or you stay in the supreme abode of God, okay, or you stay in the heaven of the next Buddha, for example, Tusita heaven of Maitreya, okay. Maitreya is the next Buddha. You can go and join him now. Join him now, like Xuanzang is there. Xuanzang is there. Ananda is there. Ananda and Xuanzang is in Tusita and not Tusita heaven, because many people, there's some monk they visited there and come back. They say they met because last time there's one very famous monk. It's a Sui, okay. He was beaten during the Cultural Revolution. He was beaten very seriously, with all the broken ribs and everything. Then his consciousness entered the Tusita, this heaven. Then he met Xuanzang greet him, Xuanzang give him. Then he met Ananda there. Then he met Maitreya. He told Maitreya, no, he don't want to go back to the earth anymore. Okay, it's too much suffering. The Maitreya said, no, you go back, Okay, you go back. Okay, to complete your job, So he go back to the thing. Then he re-established the Southern Vihara. The Southern Vihara is the Vihara of the 6 patriarchs, Now it's very big one. Now it's very big because of him. This maintained until today. The 6 patriarchs. His body until today still exists there. This thing. So you can see this great monk. They are great. They endure. He lived to 120 years. When they hit him by this iron rod, actually broken his rib. He broken. Why right? They thought that he died already. After that, he survived. He survived. He met Maitreya. Maitreya said, "You go back. You still have complete your duty. Complete your duty." Okay. So now, when you study this thing, you should start to understand the universe, how the universe is operated. How the afterlife is this thing. Okay. But Sunya do not deal with afterlife. Because your afterlife nothing to do with us. Okay, your way of nothing to do with us. We don't deal with the salvation of this thing, but we need to explain. We explain, because Buddha explained a lot. You see, Buddha also, many people also is not his disciple, but he explained to them. Okay, where to go, where should you go, what should you do after life. They did explain a lot. That's why we get a lot of information from the sutra.
Yes, I think, Doctor, it is pretty clear. Everything what we discussed now was about the four noble truths, and then the 12 linked causations and the eightfold path. And we realize that there is this very important opportunity between the cause and the effect called conditions, and we can create the conditions through the practice of shunya to alter the effects of whatever cause would have been there, because of which we are leading a life today. And I think this opportunity that we have, we should use it to the fullest to practice shunya.
This is the third level of sunya.
Mm-hmm.
But the first level is the observing, counting of the breath. Okay. Second level is the following of the breath. Third level is the contemplation on the Dhamma. This is the contemplation on the Dhamma.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you come to the third level of sunya, okay, they one way either you memorize the 4 noble truths or the 12 link, this thing, 8 noble paths, so not so difficult to memorize. You memorize, keep on thinking about that. Keep on thinking about the content of the sutra. But in case you cannot remember the content of the sutra, read it slowly. Read it slowly, meditate. Read it slowly also is a kind of reading meditation, Reading can be meditated by reading. Read it slowly, understand it, understand it slowly. These are the thing. This is the highest level of practice, actually.
Great. So I think, Doctor, we open the floor for questions.
If any. So whether there any question,
Yeah. So any questions from you, Ravi?
No.
No questions?
Before that,
Any question?
I think for the spelling, I think
Yeah.
Samana, and the Brahmana, I think we throw away the Z. No?
I think, doctor, because Z anyways is silent, we don't need to put in
Yeah,
Z.
it's silent.
We'll just remove it.
They take away the Z.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because you cannot explain everybody don't pronounce, because this English speaking community, they pronounce Z.
But T, Z, H, T,
Yeah.
you know. Also, take away the Z.
We take away, doctor, so that we keep it as simple as it is, you know.
Yeah,
like we have
that's it.
taken away the double consonant, we keep it, people can read.
Maybe you put into a glossary there. No?
Yeah.
Explain to them.
Yeah, I think we can do that, okay?
Yeah.
So, any questions? No questions here? Yeah, we have. You have the Tibetan student here. Come here. Hi. Come. So, we have a question coming from him. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. You can take my camera. Move.
Hello. I'm audible, right?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Can you hear, doctor?
Yeah, I can hear clearly. Yeah.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah, can hear you.
So my
Yeah,
question is
please.
that what we have to destroy means like cause of suffering or suffering.
Can you repeat your question?
Cause of suffering, which one we have to destroy, or which one we have to that
Yeah.
like cause of suffering or suffering.
You have to destroy the base of suffering. The base, the base is the contact. Okay, you suffer. Okay, because you have something for the suffering to sit on and off. Okay, that is your attachment. Okay, so you to destroy your attachment. Okay, you to destroy your attachment to the panchaskandha, your body, the feeling, okay, the thinking, okay, the actions, and the consciousness. Okay, and all these things, okay, is due to the avijja, ignorance, because you do not have the right view, that's why you have attached. So in order to destroy the suffering, you need to destroy your attachment. Once your attachment is destroyed, your suffering have no base now to take roots, then it will disappear. Okay, that's why when you practice the sunya is very important. When you practice sunya, we keep on the reverse counting, we keep on this thing, then after that we looking at the pressure and pains as it is, then slowly it will disappear. Because the base also disappear. Okay.
There is mention that contact, that cause of suffering is contact. So
Yeah,
how
contact
do you
is
explain that
attachment.
contact? I didn't understand. Sir.
Yeah, contact here actually mean attachment. Contact, you know. You attach to it, you know. This is contact. Yeah. I think due to the Pali text, the meaning. Contact here mean contact mean grab and push. You like it, you grab it, you know. You don't like it, you push it. This is what we call contact, and this causes suffering.
So there to escape from the suffering, there is so many ways, right? So method those in Buddhism we say we consider, as you said, like we have to escape, we have to destroy our that ignorance and those. So in non-Buddhist, I have last time I read that in Lalita Vistara and those Buddha Charita and Mahavastu, there is mention like those non-Buddhists, like those Brahmin, who they practice that self-mortification, right? So they consider that through the self-mortification they escape from suffering. So how you consider, what you have to say those?
You mean the non-Buddhists, what are they considered? I couldn't get
Self-mortification, doctor.
Self-mortification, like-
Self-torture.
Yeah.
They use that.
Yeah,
Torturing
yeah,
on
yeah,
body.
yeah. No, that's why Buddha make it very clear. Why they self-torture? Why they torture themselves? They torture themselves because they blame the body. You know, this body is no good. Okay, because of this body do a lot of bad thing. Now I punish my body, you know, to get rid of the karma. This is wrong thinking. Buddha make it say this is wrong thinking. You cannot remove your karma by torturing your body. Cannot. This thing. Then you raise your hand, not putting down your hand. Can you remove your karma? No. You can only remove your karma, okay, by cleansing your mind. Okay, by cleansing your mind, then fruiting of your karma. Okay, now fruiting of the karma, when the mind is serene, your mind is clear, the fruiting become very mild. Oh, like you see the Dhamma Sutra. When you read the Dhamma Sutra, people look down on you, people this thing, say, never mind, by right, your karma, you should be having a very serious karma, no? Okay, by after reading the Dhamma Sutra, people look down on you, then you can get rid of your karma. So you get rid of your karma, let it fruit, no? Let it mature, this thing. Okay, so when your mind is serene, okay, when the karma always matured in a very non-serious, this thing, that's the way. You don't go and torture your body.
Actually, doctor, when they torture their body, they are creating new conditioning for torture. They are
Yeah.
definitely going to hell because that's where they will get torture.
Then they make a bad example to others, no?
Yes.
And then they go to hell.
Yeah.
Because you teach people wrong way, No. This actually in Buddha have cautioned many times, Do not torture your body. That's why there are few sutra keep on saying the suffering is not caused by your body, not caused by other. The suffering is caused by your ignorance, caused by all the conditioning. So we need to understand the teaching of Buddha. Okay, now don't worry about the non-Buddhists. Okay, whether they're Buddhist or not, when they understand, okay, they should practice well. Yeah. And many people, they come to Buddha, they are not a follower of Buddha. They are not a follower of Buddha. But yet they respect Buddha and they follow the teaching of Buddha, yes.
And also, we consider that our suffering is depend on our own action, karma, right?
Yeah, every based on the
last
action.
last few days before, I debate with some Christian student, and
Yeah.
so he was saying the world is made by God, and I said,
God, yeah.
we this not believe that. I said that there is mention there in Abhidharma Kosha in 3rd chapter. That verse I said him that only the world is made by our own action, nothing else.
By right,
I said
no, according to Buddha, the world is manifested by our consciousness. It's not made by anything. But you don't quarrel with belief, no?
Yes.
They say that this world is created by God is a belief. Okay. We say that there is some reincarnation, They also believe. Okay, this thing. Okay. We do not believe that the world is created by God. They also do not believe that there are reincarnation in this way. So we avoid this kind of discussion. Okay, you don't go into discussion about the belief, because you cannot change people's belief. If they believe that the world is created by God, no matter how you talk to them, they still believe that the world is created by God. So actually, we should leave it.
Yeah,
We should
God will
leave
do
it,
everything for us.
this thing.
They consider
No, only
like
thing I communicate a lot with the Christian. They always say, okay, you believe in Jesus, you go to the heaven. You don't believe in Jesus, you go to hell. Okay, this is the thing. Then I keep asking, how sure are you going to the heaven? Are you sure?
Okay.
Are you sure? I keep asking them. Many of them, they are not sure. If you're not sure, then how are you going to convince me to go with you? They're not sure. No? You ask many Christians, are you sure you'll go to the heaven? They are not very sure. They're not very sure. I said, no, you're not very sure. Then how you must be very sure. No? Sunya, we are very sure. Sunyati, I told them, you want to go there, you go. No? This, we know how to go. No. They are way to going there. As definite, there's no such thing as this thing. Secondly, is that, okay, you say believe in God, you go to heaven. Do not believe in God, you go to hell. How about some people half believe, When they are in problem, they believe in God, When the problem is solved, then they go to nightclub, they forget about God, Where are they going? You see, they go to hell. Hey, sometimes they believe in God, You see, they go to heaven. Sometimes they do not. When they go to nightclub, they forget about God. Okay, so this kind of logic does not hold. That's not hold. The Bible never say you believe in God, you go to hell, you go to heaven, you don't believe in God, you go to hell. And Jesus say, do not use my name, to treat disease, do not use my name, okay, to cast devil, in Matthew section 7, Matthew section, and do not yell my name, don't come to me, I do not know you. Okay, I do not know you. If you want to go to the airport of the God, okay, follow the teaching, you should love your neighbors like what the God loves you. You should forgive others like what the God forgive you. Then you can go to his airport, not yelling his name, not believe in him, believe in his name, then you go, no such thing, So now many Christians, they are not preaching, they are not teaching Christianity. They are teaching worshipping. They worship the name. They are not Christian, they are a worshipper. They are the statue, they say that, other people worshipping statue. They also worship. They worship name, they worship this thing. They are not Christian because they do not follow the Bible. So I use the Bible, whack them. This is a thing. But you do not go and argue with people's belief. Okay? When the Hindu believe in Shiva, you do not ask them, hey, Shiva is there, are you so Shiva? Don't argue with this kind of this thing, And some people believe in Krishna. They do say, hey, are you sure Krishna is there? No, don't ask this kind of question. Just like people ask us, are you sure reincarnation is there? I say, no, I'm not sure. You need not believe, because belief is not part of our social system. Explain to you, it's up to you. You believe, you take it, you don't believe, also throw it, but you still can practice sunya, whether you believe it or not. Okay, so with those God believer, don't argue God with them. But we argue with the logic with them,
Yes, sir. I didn't see any logic in what they are saying there.
But the logic does not hold. The logic does not hold. Like believe in God, go to hell. Do not believe. Believe in God, go to heaven. Do not believe in God, go to the hell. How about those half believer? I think 90% people are half believer. Okay, sometimes they believe, sometimes they don't believe.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very difficult to get a total believer. I have not seen it. I have not seen it.
I think, Doctor, this one statement of yours that you do not argue with those who believe in a particular kind of God or a faith or their practice is the answer to actually start the harmony within them, And these are the same people, when they go in conversation with you, are the ones who accept you also, because you don't go against them. They are also not against you. You are not going against their belief. They are not going against your belief. And that's where actually you seed the, seeds of harmony in a relationship.
No, it's very simple. They say believe in God, you go to heaven. Okay. I say now I believe in God now. I go to heaven. First, before that, I asked, God created the forbidden fruits. God know that Adam is going to eat the fruit or not. Therefore, he know. You know that Adam is going to eat the fruit. You create the food. Then Adam eat the food. Then you go and punish him. What type of God is that? What type of God is that? He said, no. Okay, God created man. He gave him free will. Okay, then he by right should follow the teaching of Buddha, or the teaching of God. Okay, actually that is just a metaphor. Okay, the fruit of wisdom is fruit of differentiation. You read the Bible, okay? After you eat the fruit, you start to differentiate.
Yes.
This is mine, this is yours. What is then practice this? I want to grab this. I want to push it. Grab and push started. Then how? These are the thing. Okay. Now I asked one father. He told me, you believe in God, you go to heaven. You don't believe in God. I said, okay. Now I believe in God. Now I go to heaven. Okay. Is my wish fulfilled? Yes, all your wishes are always fulfilled. Can I have a house? Yes, you can have a house. No. Can I have a garden? Yes, you can have a garden. No. Can I have a country? Then they started to say, hey, what are you? No. You say you my wish will be fulfilled. No. Can I have a big country? Yes. Then after that, I asked God, hey, I love heaven. No. Can you pass it everything to me? Let me manage it for you. Then I become Lucifer. I will kick out because Lucifer kick out because they asked the God to give the whole heaven to him. Okay, no. I say, you don't think like this now. You're going there, the kind of kinds of mind, you don't have this kind of dirty thinking, I said, go to hell, You are telling me, you give me free will, You want to cleanse, why don't you cleanse my thinking now? Why do I need to go there to cleanse my mind now? They cleanse me now, Now, if I don't practice now, then I ask you, okay, I go there. Okay, maybe you don't give a thing to that. Is the angel there? Hello, angel. Is the beautiful angel? Yeah, beautiful. I'm a man, I go in there, Can I take them as my wife? Yeah. How can you dirty thinking, How can you have such thinking? Yes, you give me free will, No, I chase after the angel, I want to bring the wife. Do you think the God will keep me in heaven? You kick me back, kick me out. Where should I go? I should not go to hell because I believe in Him. I come back to this world. This is reincarnation, I'm telling him. Because he keep on whack reincarnation, this thing. At the end, he sweat a lot and I go back. Because the logic does not count. The logic does not count. And this is not from Bible. They are not Christian. They are not Christian, I'm telling you. I told them, you are not Christian. You don't preach Christianity to me. I read Bible many times now. This thing. Okay? From Sunya, we know Bible very well. We read, even I even read Quran many times. And Quran had the best thinking of the worshipper. Okay? How do you define the worshipper? He have eyes, he cannot see. He have ear, he cannot hear. Fear to reason. He have mind, cannot think. That is the worshipper.
Sure.
And many of the worshippers, they thought that they're yelling the name of God, They thought that they are the believer. They are not believer.
They are the troublemaker.
They are troublemaker, And they think that they are the believer. They are the troublemaker.
They
I
think.
will seal the eye, I will seal the ear, I will seal the mind. You read the Quran.
Yes.
And this is from the first chapter. No, the first chapter is the praising of God, everything. You don't read now. This second chapter is a real teaching. You read really carefully in the Quran. You read in Quran. That's why so far I think that is the best definition of worshipper. I like this thing. Then this Christian, they saw that they call themselves Christian. They are the worshipper. They worship the name. They worship Jesus, the name. Jesus asked you not to worship him. They worship the name. Okay. So how can they claim themselves Christian? No, many people, they claim themselves Buddhist. They don't even know what's Panchasila. They don't even practice meditation. How can you claim yourself Buddhist? That is the thing. That is the thing. So many people, and they're killing others now. They go for mass killing and they call themselves Buddhist. No. Yeah. Then many people deviated, deviated. This Quran make it very clear. Don't keep on yelling the name of God. Okay? Sure. You have eyes, you must see. Your ear, you must listen. Your mind, you should be able to think. Then you are a believer. How many people have the eye they can see? How many people they have ear they can listen? How many people they have mind they can think? They fail because they are the worshipper. They worship. Many people thought that worship statues, worshipper, Buddha defined. You worship the teaching also worshipper.
True.
Some people worship the sila, so they worship the Panchasila. They worship also. They are without. They worshipper. Even the worship, the teaching also you are worshipper. Teaching are for you to practice. Teaching are not for you to worship. For example, this Devadatta. As Buddha, they say we are not killing. That's why we must be vegetarian. We say no. You it's good to be vegetarian. Okay. Devadatta, they want to worship the law. Buddha don't allow. No. You do not worship Sila. You practice, you do not worship. Okay? How do you know your worship? When you started to feel your mind cannot think. Okay? I give the example. We want to abolish the dengue disease. Dengue caused by the mosquito, So with the anti-dengue disease, okay? So there's one Buddhist society asked me, do you kill mosquito? I said, definitely I kill mosquito. I said, sorry, mister, I will not join you. I said, why? Because you are killing mosquito. I said, mister, you don't want to kill the mosquito, Then the mosquito will kill your son and daughter. Which one is more serious? You're telling me, you don't kill the mosquito. Then the mosquito kill your son and daughter, dengue, everything. That's also killing, That is also killing. That's worse killing than killing mosquito, Okay, but they listen, get out, this thing now. Don't need to join us, never mind. You see, they want to join us, say, don't get out now, go out now. And I do not recognize them as Buddhists now. I do not recognize them as Buddhists. These are worshippers now. These are the worshippers. These are the thing. So, and you don't argue with the worshippers now. Because their mind cannot think,
Yeah.
You don't show to them, their eye cannot see, Ignore them, Buddha said the best thing about keeping us, Ignore them, They are the foolish people, Okay, when Buddha keep on talking to them, they cannot this thing, even when they talk about, explain about the sila, they don't say, they ask Upale, right? They feel out,
Just turn away from them. That's the best way.
Buddha said, don't waste your time to those worshippers. Don't waste your time. They don't understand you. Because their minds stop thinking now.
Yeah.
Their eyes don't stop seeing, their ears don't stop listening. I think the definition for Quran is the best definition that I ever seen. Okay, so I think that these are the thing. But try don't argue with other people.
Yeah, better.
Christianity, they want you to believe in God. Let them say whatever they want to say. Okay, but if they say that believe in God, go to heaven, not believe in God, go to hell. Ask them, how about half believer? Where are they going?
Hang around on earth. Come back again on earth.
That is reincarnation.
True.
Should I complete with one story about this?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, they want my story. Then they say, believe in God, you go to heaven. You don't believe in God, you go to hell. And you go to hell eternally, You'll be burned by fire, You'll be fire, burn you day and night, This is how they go. Burning, burning, mister. You'll be burned in hell, Okay. Then I told him, Father, do you have son and daughter? Yes. I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. Do you love my son and daughter? Oh, I love them just like God loved me. If your son committed murder, or raping, everything, he is sentenced to life imprisonment. What do you say? You see, no, he should not commit it. If he commit murder, he should go to life imprisonment. Okay? Very good. Now, then your son, sometimes listen to you, sometimes doesn't listen to you, I send him to life imprisonment. Okay, how can they? This is nature, For sometimes believe in, sometimes listen to me, sometimes listen to me. I say the same thing, If I do murder, if I do a lot of this thing, if I go for illicit sex, everything, God send me to hell. Okay, I accept this thing. Now I don't do any murder. I do say, sometimes I believe him, sometimes I don't believe him. Then I am burning in hell forever. What type of love is that? I'm telling him, and he started to sweating, started to say, you say, God love me. So now, telling me, okay, sometimes I believe in him, sometimes I don't believe in him. Where shall I go? I keep asking, where shall I go? Tell me, where shall I go? You can answer my question. Eventually he left. He left because one of him, the problem is that one of his this thing, after they are Christian, after they practice sunya, okay, they keep on asking me to join Christianity. I say after where do you go? They say after that you go to it. I asked them, are you sure you go there? Are you sure? Are you sure? I keep on saying, at the end, they are not sure. I say, Mister, you asked me to go to heaven with you, and you are not sure, You are the tour guide, You must sure that you're Christian, and you want to guide me. They say, how about you? I say, I'm very sure, Where I'm going to go,
We have written proof.
I say, I'm very sure. How to go, where is it, how is it look like, also I know.
Yeah.
Which location, also I know. How to go there, also I know. Are you sure? Sure. I said, no, me, I go, My parents will go. Then I told him, no. Okay, now you go. What happened to your parents? Then they started. They say, nothing to do with it. Who say nothing you can do with the parents? You must bring your parents, no. You go there, enjoy your life in heaven, and parents in hell. They say, this is something in my heart, that trouble me until today, I cannot convince my parents. I say, you don't need to convince. You go. Then you bring them, You go. Then you bring them. They say, how? I say, yes, then I told them the Amitabha Sutra, The problem is that after that, they change their belief to Amitabha. No, I never convert them, no. In my life, I never convert anybody. This is not on my doing, no. Because when she meditate, they see Amitabha. They see the pure end, She is very gifted, The wife, she go, when meditate, she go and see the Jupiter and come back, She see the clean land. She saw the clean land, then she believed in it. After this thing, then the father, very angry, He go and change his religion. He come and argue with me. He said that you Buddhists, okay, you reincarnate here and this and there. We don't reincarnate. We believe we go. I tell you, who told you that I will reincarnate here and there? I also don't reincarnate. Who tell you that I need to be reincarnated? Who told you that? Oh, you said that many people saying like that. He said, you never read the sutra, everything. Hey, we should try to ask you stop the reincarnation.
Yes. Exhaust
Who
yourself.
said that who said that I need to reincarnate? Then I asked him the question. Then he said, believe in God. That to go there, I don't believe in God, you go to hell. I said, I don't agree with you. From where you get this teaching? From which part of you tell me which part? Oh, he said that Jesus said, I am the path, I am the way. Believe me, You go. I said, Buddha says something. I am the way, I am the path. I mean, follow his teaching, not follow his physical body, You read the Bible properly, I'm telling you, Buddha say, I am the path, I am the lamb, follow me, Not follow his body, not follow his limb,
Correct.
Not chanting him, no, Sakyamuni, follow his teaching, Follow his teaching. That's the way to the path. Path means the way, Otherwise, where should you use the word path? Other Buddha, the Jesus, just chant my name, I bring you there. He never say that, Okay. No, that's why if they this thing, you don't argue with them, but you go for the logic.
Yeah.
The logic do not match. Do not match. These are the thing. That's why the thing. The God love you. You believe in Him. You go. You
To
go
heaven.
to heaven. You do meet Him. You this thing. They say your son and daughter. Okay. Sometimes He believe in you. Sometimes don't believe in you. I send him to life imprisonment and all. This kind of punishment is illogical.
Like doctor, in an organization, if you butter the boss, you will rise. If you don't butter the boss, you will fall. This kind of logic doesn't work in an organization.
No. Going to hell is not so easy.
Exactly. I like that.
You create a very serious crime and you go to hell.
Yeah. Hell is not for everyone.
No, not easy to go to hell. I tell you, don't keep on worry about going to hell. It's not so easy to go to hell. Okay, but if you believe in my Sadhguru Nema, you go there, you bring out.
You're going with a with a hook.
You go first, go first.
Yeah, go first.
Bye, you go. Then he promised to bring you out.
Yeah, true.
By Sadhguru. So if you really worry about hell, okay, you can
So
maybe you can.
technically, doctor, we can conclude it's your deeds that become the seeds of your becoming. Only thing that matters is deeds, and you follow the Panchashila, practice Shunya. I think more than enough. Don't need to complicate many things.
Yeah, then also make your thinking easy now.
Absolutely.
No. Sometimes sutra is very, very complicated. A lot of things. That is all. That we say is inside the yogacara. Okay, it's a yoga. It's a high level of yoga. This is the thing. But our sunya are more simple.
More simple.
We don't go for the kind of complication.
Yeah, true.
Okay, that's why Zen and Yogacara always clash.
Oh,
Always clash. Because we are very simple. We don't go for this thing. And Yogacara, they're very systematic, study one after the other. So this the Yogacara school and the Zen school sometimes they clash. But we should respect the Yogacara. Only things that we don't spend so much time to keep on learning so many. For me, I'm very lazy to. I don't memorize all the terms. For what? I just read it now. If I need also, I read the sutra. Why should I memorize everything?
absolutely.
Yeah. So I think today we have any other question? Not,
I don't think so. No questions, sir.
Tomorrow I cannot join you. Tomorrow
No problem, doctor.
I need to go to Dubai, and it's about 7 hours now. Open day one. I cannot.
No problem. I'm there.
Yeah, you are there. Okay. so see you then. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. So that brings us to the end, Ravi, of another session. We had a good session. understanding the logic that the suffering is not caused by us, suffering is not caused by the others, and neither there is no cause because of which suffering does not happen. There is these conditional states that give rise to this suffering, and that seed of that is the ignorance. And if you can understand that the path to getting out of ignorance is a practice like shunya, I think people will be more able to make a judgment call whether they have to practice or not.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you.
So we stop today. Thank you for joining with us. Hope you enjoy and understand our session. I would like to thank Dr. Savera and Dr. Lim for contributing your thoughts in this suttas. So we will meet tomorrow for Agamas at 10 a.m. So until then, be mindful, be peaceful. Bye-bye.
It was spread throughout India.
पूरी दुनिया में ये स्प्रेड होगा.
When India started to practice Sunya,
जब इंडिया ने प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू कर दिया शून्य का,
by the ancient Chinese described Sunya, tell India,
जैसे जो चाइनीज थे पुराने, उन्होंने इंडिया के बारे में कुछ बताया है.
simple,
वो एक साधारण देश है,
elegance,
लेकिन उसमें कुछ खूबसूरती है,
most importantly, majestic.
और सबसे बड़ी चीज है महान है.
Sabas India.
तो ये है इंडिया, साधारण, खूबसूरत और महान.
It was spread throughout India.
पूरी दुनिया में ये स्प्रेड होगा.
When India started